Hello, this is John with Jesus' message for Sunday, January 31st, 2016. Today he is reminding us that fear is unreal. As your awakening process continues, it will become increasingly apparent that there are no problems. Here in the spiritual realms, we continue to watch with joy as humanity collectively strengthens and intensifies its intention to awaken from the illusion. Within the illusion, signs of the awakening are apparent all over the world. Pay attention to them, because doing so uplifts and inspires you, further strengthening that intent. The strength of your intent is important and powerful, so simply reset it further intensifies it. You want to awaken, so focus on doing that. All across the world, people are doing that in increasing numbers, while others are engaging in group prayer and meditation sessions for world peace. You are always heard and deeply honored for holding these intents and events, and they are very effective. God's will is for humanity's happiness, and therefore so is yours, because all are one. There is no separation. However, you can choose to continue playing the game of separation and intend to have a will that is not in alignment with God's. But that will, like the illusion, is unreal. Yes, within the illusion it seems to be possible to hold an intent, a will that is at variance with the divine will, and it does produce results within the illusion that are in opposition to the will of God. Doing that is like drawing the blinds to shut out the light of God's love for you, enveloping you in darkness that gives rise to much unnecessary suffering that, because it is so painful, is then projected out onto others in form of attacks. Until very recently, this was the way many lived on earth. It seemed natural, because to be loving or trusting invited attack or betrayal. But as your awakening process got underway, more and more people began to work with love, treating others with respect and compassion, and finding inner peace as a result. All over the world now, people are attempting to establish systems of government that honor everyone, not just those who are wealthy and influential. And those who have been accustomed to having inordinate power and influence are ineffectually resisting these inevitable changes. Corruption in high places, which previously was so cleverly concealed, is now being revealed, further galvanizing the efforts of those who seek to dissolve the old order and replace it with a system that works compassionately and lovingly for everyone. And a new system is what humanity wants, needs, and will bring into being, because it is the collective intent. The mainstream media does not report on the desires, the wishes, or the intentions of humanity. It reports what its paymasters demand, so do not waste time looking for news of an uplifting and inspiring nature there. As you have been told before, the new golden age has arrived, and the evidence for that is widely accessible if you seek it out. All across the world, love is flowing freely, and many are feeling it and engaging with it as they let go of old attachments that have been holding them hostage to grudges and grievances, unloving attitudes that are undoubtedly the underlying causes of so much earthly suffering. The future is very bright as the veils that you drew between yourselves and the light of God's love become tattered, shredded, and are withdrawn. They will not be repaired, because the times for hiding from God in fear and darkness are over, and the infinite and eternal love in which He holds humanity can no longer be denied. God loves all His children without exception. He sees no difference between race, color, creed, political or religious persuasion, male or female, or sexual orientation. You are His beloved children, absolutely free to follow the life paths that appeal to each one of you personally, and to develop them lovingly and creatively for the enjoyment of all. There is no right or wrong. You each have the most wonderful creative abilities that, when you quieten the need to judge yourselves or others as right or wrong, and rest in His presence intending to hear His voice, you will realize that He encourages you in every moment to develop those abilities and enjoy them to the full. You are love, there is nothing else, and if you honor your true nature, suffering will be gone, because no one could possibly choose to say or do anything that would harm or hurt another. That is why I and all the others in the spiritual realms keep telling you that love is the only solution to the problems and issues that seem to plague you. There are no problems. There are only illusions that you have invented and produced by investing in fear, which is an utterly unreal figment of your incredibly powerful imaginations. Your belief in fear has persuaded you that you need to defend yourselves from myriad threatening catastrophic possibilities that endanger you in every moment. And so you have built all sorts of defenses, psychological, religious, political, physical, and military, which only serve to confirm those fears and beliefs. And what you believe in you produce, so that your worst fears are confirmed and catastrophes occur. In those areas where people are releasing their fears and demonstrating love in action by being themselves instead of presenting to the outside world the fearful masks that they have hidden behind for so long, issues and problems are being resolved and no one loses out. As your awakening process continues, it will become increasingly apparent that there are no problems, and harmonious creative interactions will replace the tiresome and ineffectual negotiations to which you have become inured. Just engage with love, your true nature, instead of denying it and hiding in fear, and enjoy the presently unaccustomed peace it brings you. As you do so, your worries, anxieties, and unrelieved stress will just fall away, and you will feel the love that is your nature embracing you and showing you that you are free. Your loving brother, Jesus.